hungry.
Hey there, it is me, Lisa Lillian, also known as Hungry Girl. Yes, I'm here for yet another remote podcast with Jamie and Mike. Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hi. Penny's
You
here
guys
too.
safe at home?
We are. We're safe in the confines of our own. I guess it's called the Great Room. We have this big room in our house, so yeah, we're good.
That sounds braggadocious.
I know. I've never heard you call it the Great Room
That's
before.
what they call it. When we were seeing the house, they said, "Oh, and here's the Great Room."
It's a good room.
Yeah.
It's an okay room, but no, it is. That's an official term for a room. So that's okay. Today's podcast is the Healthy Habits When Safe at Home episode, which I think could not honestly come at a better time. I feel like everybody at first was sort of like shocked and thinking like life is never going to be the same. And now this is sort of the new normal, and you have to try to find some normalcy. So we're going to go into a lot of what you can do to make that happen, and hopefully we'll be helpful. How are you guys handling everything? You good?
We're good. We're hanging in. I think you're right. People are, at first, we're just shocked and just kind of trying to survive it. And now it's like, okay, let's set ourselves up for success because we don't know how long this is going to go on.
And there's also a lot of stress. I mean, personally, I experienced something yesterday. COVID, it really hit home for me yesterday because I got some very sad news about there's a facility that I visit all the time with Lolly. You know, Lolly's a therapy dog, and we go visit our friends over at a long-term care facility very near the office. And a bunch of those people are testing positive over there.
Oh, God.
And it's just, my heart is breaking for them. And I'm sure there are so many people out there that are experiencing the same things.
Yeah.
And when you have days like that, it's hard. It's hard because there's nothing but time. And you can sit and you can think about all of that, and it really can get to you. So I think a lot of the stuff that we're going to talk about today hopefully will help people in situations like that.
Yeah, I think so. Just as we were working on this episode and putting together these ideas, it was even helping me just kind of reading about it and thinking about it. We have to put a little extra energy into self-care these days.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Anyway, so we are thinking of you. Our hearts are going out to all of you, and we're here for you. And I'd like to reiterate that. And if anyone ever wants to reach out to us, they can send a text to you, Mike.
805-380-8075.
And you can also just drop us emails at either podcast@hungry-girl.com or suggest@hungry-girl.com. We're here for you. I really think it's a good time to be connecting with the audience, and these podcasts really help. And I've been going live on Facebook almost every night, probably at least 5 times a week. And it really helps me, and I think it really helps the audience as well.
It helps me. I like seeing your face.
I know. We haven't seen you in so long. It's the only time we get to see you now.
I know, I miss you guys.
I miss you.
It's so sad. Anyway, we're going to jump into the podcast, but Mike, what you got? Anything exciting this week?
Breaking news.
I don't actually, but I hear you do. What do you got?
Oh, wait a minute. I don't know why I threw to you when I know that I'm the one with the exciting news. I am so excited. And at this point, people may already know about this, but we are finally launching our brand new and probably our first really fully developed Hungry Girl product. And it's called Hungry Girl, Your Daily Bright Boost.
Yay! I'm so excited.
I am so excited, and I really honestly don't even know where to begin, but I guess I'll try to begin at the beginning. This product is an energy supplement, and complete honesty, I'm not a person that like takes a daily vitamin. I don't know if you guys are big on supplements or not, but like I was not a person who was taking a daily vitamin, and I think I eat very nutritiously, but at some point a few years ago, I started taking this, it was called eBoost. It's a great product. They make a super powder, great brand, and I started drinking it daily and turning it into this concoction. I would add like collagen peptides, and I would add some fiber. You know, I love Metamucil. I would add to that, and I would drink it every single day, and I realized it made me feel so good. It gave me so much energy, and it has so much good stuff in it that I thought that it would be great to develop a version of it that sort of combined some of the best of what I was making every day in one place. So that's exactly what your daily Bright Boost is. So it's a drink mix powder that's loaded with all of these immunity blasting things. Like it has 1,000+% of what we need as far as vitamin C every day. It has zinc, which right now is super important. So I was excited about that. 100% of your zinc. It's loaded with vitamins, and it has the collagen as well that, helps nails and hair and skin. And I mean, Jamie, I've made you a convert too, right?
Total convert. I cannot start my day without it. And it makes me feel better because I wasn't taking a daily vitamin, and this has so many things that like just hit all those notes of things you need to support your health on a daily basis. It makes me feel really good.
Yeah, and like I like coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker. I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, I need my morning cup of coffee to function. But I really have become dependent on this drink. It gives me energy. It's got some caffeine from green tea. It has naturally occurring caffeine around the same amount as from a cup of coffee, and it tastes so good. Like I am such a stickler for flavors and taste. So, I mean, we spend so much time going back and forth perfecting the flavor. It's like the best way to describe it for me, it's like 80% orange, 10% mango, 10% pineapple. So it's got this like tropical flavor, and it's a little tart. Like I am super sensitive to things that are overly sweet, or because this is sweetened with stevia. I'm overly sensitive to whether or not something has too much stevia and it's a little bitter tasting. We went easy on the stevia. It's a little tart, and it's so delicious. It's like I'm really hooked on it.
Yeah. I like too that you can adjust the flavor and the sweetness by just adding more or less water.
Yeah, that's true. It's totally customizable.
Yep. So what's the story? Where do people get it?
Yeah, no, so people can get it right on our website, which is hungry-girl.com. And of course, it's just all over the homepage. So we will link you directly to it. And I have been, talking about it everywhere because I'm super excited about it.
Lisa, will you talk about collagen peptides? Why do you take collagen peptides?
Well, collagen peptides, and again, I just heard for so many years. I found this product online, and people were saying it had something like 11,000 reviews, and everyone was just saying, I love collagen. It gives me stronger nails. It makes my hair grow faster. It makes my skin look better. And so I started taking it. I started using it in my morning drink, and my nails do grow super fast. I mean, I like to say it's the collagen. I don't, obviously I don't know for sure, but I think collagen has been proven to do all these wonderful things for just, your appearance and having things grow faster, like your hair and your nails. So I think it's important, and I love it. And that's why I wanted to add it into this drink mix, just so they can get it all, both of those things in one place. It's beauty plus energy.
Yeah, collagen is great for your skin, for like skin appearance, wrinkles. It has so many benefits. And I have definitely noticed my nails are stronger, which means they're growing more.
Well, good. And you have
too.
more time. Yeah. I was going to say you have more time to like sit and actually look at your nails and notice that they're growing longer.
I watch them grow.
It's better than watching paint dry.
Yeah.
Have you thought about blending the drink? Sounds like it'd be good blended.
It's so funny because I was talking to my sister about it, who like will not stop talking about it. She has not tried it yet, but she's like, it sounds so good. It sounds so good. And I want to put it in a blender with a banana, like a frozen banana. And I said, that sounds amazing.
Ooh.
So I think we should try that.
Make me one. Come over.
I'll hand it to you through the window.
Lisa, this is so exciting. So people can go to the website, hungry-girl.com, click on the big Bright Boost package. You guys have to try it and let us know what you think.
Absolutely. Okay, enough about that.
Hey, it's a healthy habit.
That's true.
It's the healthy habit that I start with every single day. So, and before I drink it, I'm sleeping, which is another healthy habit that I wanted to get into. I mean, like, I don't know about how you guys are sleeping, but my sleep patterns have been a little erratic lately. Normally, I can sleep through anything, but I've noticed that I'm up and down a little bit more. But at the end of the day, I really do try to get at least 6 or 7 hours of sleep because I definitely think it's important.
I'm an 8-a-nighter.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
She sleeps a lot. She sleeps more than probably 8 or 9 on the weekend. But yeah, my sleep pattern is weird because I need to get no more than 7, but no less than 6. So if I go over 7, I can't wake up. Like it takes forever for me to wake up. So I've noticed I am sleeping a little bit more than 7. So I'm actually setting my alarm like pretty early now, like 6 or 6:15 in the morning, as opposed to like 6:45, 7, just so I don't go over that 7-hour mark.
Yeah, and it's good. Setting alarms is key. I set my alarm every morning. Even on the nights where if I'm up in the middle of the night for a few hours, I still keep my wake up time the same. And I just try to make up for it the next day and go to bed a little earlier.
Yeah. I think it's good. It's also part of, and we'll talk about this with a lot of the things, like having a routine. Because some people aren't going to work. Like we're lucky enough that we're still able to work from home, but some people don't have work to wake up to. And I think still kind of establishing that routine, getting up at a normal time, getting out of bed, have your Bright Boost or your coffee. I think those things are really good for just, this new normal.
I totally agree. I'm like a creature of habit. So I think, it's important to create and maintain whatever your new normal schedule is.
Yeah.
And part of that is staying hydrated. That's something else that I know, like I walk a lot, and I'll get into that a little bit later. But as far as, because I walk a lot, it's easy. I'm always drinking. I have a lot of bottles of water around, and I keep refilling my water bottle and drinking because staying hydrated is super important. And I don't really keep track of my water. I think, Jamie, do you use some app that helps you?
I use it whenever I notice that I'm not drinking enough water. There's a really cool app called Waterlogged, and every time you drink, you can, you like tap it and the bottle fills up, and you can even set reminders. So it'll tell you, hey, time to drink some more.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. And by the way, I did hear, and I've heard this from several doctors now, that drinking warm beverages is really good, and it's really good at fighting,
interesting.
viruses. And so hot lemon water
That's
is
good.
something that I think I would recommend people drink as much as possible.
I think it's just comforting too.
And I mean, I don't really drink ice cold water anyway. I much prefer room temp water. I feel like it's so funny, like how people are like, no, my water must be ice cold. It's like, I cannot drink. I love to guzzle water and drink a lot of it, and I can't do that with cold water.
Well, I can't do it without crushed ice, and we are going through ice so quickly.
Our ice maker is like,
It's
please
tired.
stop. So we're at a point now where I have to actually buy ice, even though we have an ice maker, like at least once a week, just so that we can give our ice maker a rest so it can like refill itself back up.
Yeah, and what about ice cube trays? You can get some cute
yeah.
little
That's
shaped
true.
ice cubes.
That's true. Maybe we'll find a cute set and we'll put it on our Foodcast page.
Yeah, you know what? I was going to recommend that, and then I was like, I don't want to give Jamie and Mike more work.
Come on, that's what we're here for.
And another thing I think is really important, and I know for sure it helps, because yesterday when I was feeling sort of down, I was like, I've got to get outside. I've got to take a walk. I've got to just get some fresh air. And I just highly recommend, as long as you're within a safe distance of other people, going outside. And even if it's a little drizzly or rainy, just the fresh air. And I hate to sound like sappy, but I've been noticing nature a lot more during this time. I'm
Yes.
noticing flowers and trees, and there's something really comforting about that.
Yeah. I am so grateful to Mike for right from the beginning of this happening. He basically insisted that we take Penny on a walk in the middle of the day. I can't imagine if we weren't doing it, because I get stir crazy really easily, but there's just something about the sunshine and exactly like seeing the world, seeing the mountains, just seeing the outdoors. It's been a life changer right now for me.
And especially where we are, and it's probably why we're noticing nature a little bit more, I think, at least us in LA. We don't have smog right now. Like, it's been probably a month since we've had smog in LA. It's been raining, so that kind of clears the smog out, but there aren't that many cars on the road to create all that smog. So it's like we're breathing and seeing clear air for the first time in a while.
I know, it's like the purest air I've ever seen in LA. It's unbelievable. That's definitely a positive. If there's any sort of silver lining, that's definitely one of the things. But yeah, I also find that just walking, like I always say, keep moving. I know the gyms are closed. I've been house walking like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm lucky. I do have a big house, but I mostly house walk in one room.
Hmm.
So I feel like even if you live in a smaller house or an
Mm-hmm.
apartment, walk around, walk around. I call it anxiety walking. I know that's probably not the best name for it, but like I've been getting over 30,000 steps a day.
Whoa, that's amazing.
Well, and just to show the other side of it, so I just bought myself a Fitbit because I was inspired by you and other people that are walking more, and I really wanted to pay attention to it. So I got 6,000 steps yesterday, which for me, that's a good start. And, you know, like you said, you don't need a huge house. When I take Penny out back in the backyard, I literally walk in a circle that's like 10 feet. You know, you do what you
Yeah.
got to do.
Yeah, and by the way, 6,000, that's probably twice as many as you were getting
Yep.
the other days when you were working from home without your Fitbit. So
Yeah.
at least you're paying attention now.
Here's
Um,
I have an
yeah.
interesting thought. So the other day I was walking and I saw somebody across the street because we're doing social distancing, and I saw someone with a water bottle, but you know the water bottles that have a straw sticking out, right?
Yes.
Like I guess you get them at like Starbucks or whatever, or I guess Target. Is that straw potentially? Could that get like when you're walking by and if someone sneezes, could that straw get a droplet? You know, like I wonder if we should stop having straws in public.
I think if somebody sneezes you're near you, it's a problem whether you have a straw or not.
Yeah, that's true.
As long as the straw is 6 feet away, in
Yeah.
theory, it
Yeah.
should be
Yeah.
okay. It
Okay.
should be okay. I had a dilemma though yesterday when I was walking. So like yesterday, as I said, was a really tough day. So I'm like, I'm going to go out. I'm going to get fresh air. I'm going to feel better. So I went outside with my niece. We went for a walk, and I see one of my neighbors was like probably 30 feet away, and he had these two big red doodles of some sort, and the dogs saw Lolly and Bam Bam, and they started going crazy, and they started pulling him, and he was like an older gentleman. He was not a young guy, and they pulled him, and he slipped and fell.
Oh no.
And it was like a really hard fall, and I felt terrible. Like my instinct was to just like, I started walking towards him, and I'm like, are you okay? And he clearly didn't want me getting near him. He was like, I'm fine. And he got himself up, and it just got me thinking. It's like, what if you're somewhere and somebody really needs your help? Like if you see someone fall, I would still help them.
Yeah, that's one of those things where you can theorize about would I, wouldn't I, but hopefully you just never have to make that decision.
Right. Anyway, I think he was okay. And his dogs were very cute. And then he kept blaming the dogs, saying, bad girls.
Oh, they don't know any better. I know Penny always drags us when she sees people or pets, and you know I have to remind her to socially distance.
And luckily she's only 10 pounds, so she doesn't
I
really
was-
pull us anywhere.
I was just going to say, she's no match for you guys. And another thing that I've been doing, and I'm really happy that I'm doing this, I'm definitely staying connected more to everything and everyone. It's like, I love that I call my parents every single day. You know, before this all went down, I would call them a few times a week, but it wouldn't be daily. I'm connecting more and walking when I'm on the phone with them, which is just another excuse for me to get more steps in. We're Zooming with coworkers, and you know, now sometimes if I were going to just have a call with somebody, now I'll have a Zoom.
Yeah, I've been
And-
FaceTiming with people. I FaceTimed my dad the other day.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's a little bit better than just texting, and it just feels like it just helps you feel less isolated. I've had celebrations, birthday parties, everything.
We're actually doing tomorrow a Zoom Passover Seder with everybody in the family, like from Florida, from New York, from I guess someone knows someone that's in Afghanistan that's going to be part of this Passover Seder Zoom. Like it's the whole family. It's crazy. We've never even gotten together as a whole family from East Coast to West Coast to have a Passover Seder. And now because of this, we are. So, I mean, that's, I don't know. That's just, it's bringing families together, I guess, you know?
Well,
Absolutely.
I heard something that it's not really socially distancing. A better term is physically distancing, because we can still be social. And I think that, you know, all of these things, like Lisa, you had that amazing Zoom birthday party for your friend John. It was so great. And, you know, we've been setting up Zooms with the family. It's like we can still be social.
I know, it's funny on the news. They I think 2 weeks in, they changed it from social distancing to physical distancing, and I was like, oh, that's much smarter.
Yep.
Because you never really you're not socializing with people at the supermarket.
Right.
So
It's
it's
physical.
like you're always socially distancing at the supermarket, but you do have to stay 6 feet away. And this week especially, they're saying to not really go out at all.
Yeah.
I've been using as much as possible, like home delivery of whatever I can get delivered. And sometimes it's almost like a game. I almost feel like I'm trying to win a contest. Or when I was younger, I would call the radio stations. You keep reloading the page
Yep.
to see if you can get delivery times.
So that I was doing that last week, and I finally got an Instacart for tomorrow for Ralph's. I finally got it on Thursday.
Jackpot.
And the cool thing about it, so I'm doing basically I'm getting food for us, my parents, and my brother just texted me to see if he can get on the Instacart delivery for tomorrow. So we're getting like hundreds of dollars worth of food between 3 families now coming to our house, and then I'll just pack them and put them on the porch, and they'll come pick it up. But it's just funny, like it's like a game now. It's like we feel like you've won the lottery.
Yeah, when you get an Instacart time. And the best thing about Instacart, and that's a little different, I have to say, than Amazon Prime Whole Foods, because once you get your order into Amazon Prime, which is also very difficult to get those Whole Foods deliveries, you can't change those orders. And Instacart, you can add to the order as much as you want, even while they're shopping for you.
Yeah.
And it's
The
like
best.
real-time updates. The thing that I love is like they'll do, they pick the substitutions. It really makes me laugh, by the way. Like I am finding comedy in all of this because the substitutions that they're offering up are just so funny. It'll be like, we don't have oranges. Would you like these napkins instead? It's like the weirdest substitution.
Yeah. They're trying.
But but they are trying.
If David Letterman was still on TV, he would do a top 10 list of things the Instacart person got instead of milk.
Yeah, but it is. I'm really thankful, and it's like a service. Those people are really kind of, I don't know. I really commend everyone who is doing those deliveries right now. Honestly.
Yeah.
Another thing, it's like I think people are not doing enough to relax, even though people are home and they say, "I'm just going to like sit on the couch." I think doing something specific is a good idea. And I know a lot of people have hobbies. I think jigsaw puzzles have sort of skyrocketed to a degree of popularity. They're the new cauliflower.
It's their time.
Honestly, it is their time. I personally don't like them. I don't have the patience. I could do like a 50 or 100 piece puzzle, but like those 1,000-piece puzzles, I would cry.
I do
don't
it
know.
on
You
my
guys
phone.
Puzzle people?
I've been doing puzzles on my phone because Bonham, our cat, would just knock over all the puzzle pieces.
Oh boy, you can't play Jenga with Bonham around, huh?
He'd lose every time.
No, but you know what I have been doing, and it's like, it's silly, but it's fun. So I saw my niece ordered a paint by number, and she was painting and painting and painting, and it was like the numbers, the little spaces were so small. And I'm like, I really admire you doing that, but there's no chance I could do that. And then I found this sticker by number book, which is like the same thing. And I did not realize that I ordered the kids version. So I got this cute book of animals that you take these stickers and then you match them up with the numbers. And then you have a picture of like a baboon or a koala or an elephant. And I think it's probably meant for like 7-year-olds, but I'm obsessed with it.
I love
honestly.
it. I've looked at the things you've made. They're beautiful.
They're so cute. And then I went out and bought the adult version of it, and I'm like petrified of it. And by the adult version, I don't mean there's like, pornographic pictures. I just mean there's more to stick, more numbers.
Lisa, add this to Mike's brilliant ideas of inventions. Somebody should do a socially distancing coloring book where like they span like a page spread and there's one person on one side and one person all the way on the other. Color in the different masks.
Yes, there will be a lot of that. And I know, and masks, like the masks are just so hard to find, and you can make your own at home. And I've seen some really cute, creative ones that people are making. But I have a friend who's actually making masks, and if she gets them done, we can link to that on our show page as well. So
Great.
I'm going to think about that. And then I know, like, I'm not a bath person. Are you guys, I don't want to ask if you bathe together. That's too much information. Are you bath people?
No, but I am like a long shower person with like a couple candles going.
Yeah.
Her showers,
Anyway.
I have to take showers before Jamie because if I don't, I'll have no hot water.
Wow, she's a hot water hog.
I am.
And Jamie, are you still making a lot of candles?
You know, it's funny. I took a break for a while, and now it's like it's something for it's like you said, it's something to look forward to. It's something other than sitting on the couch. So yeah, I started making candles again.
Good. Do you have like candle hour, or you just do it whenever?
I just do it whenever,
Well, that's good.
not during
And
working
I-
hours. Don't worry.
It's okay. And that's the thing. If people need to take a break to be more productive,
Yeah.
I think that's totally okay.
Yeah.
But you hit on it earlier. I think the most important thing is that people need to have a routine. And I am a creature of habit. I like to know what my day is going to be like. I've always been that way. And even now, I try to plan. So I think that helps me feel better. Think about what you have. I still make a to-do list. I still write things down. I still cross them off. Makes me feel like a sense of accomplishment, even though they're a little weirder now and a little bit less taxing on me. It'll
Remember-
3 to
drink
4.
water.
Color in my coloring book.
Remember a few months ago, I made the joke about you, like when we're all gone as human beings and they uncover Hungryland and they're going to see all these little Post-it notes of your, like, calorie counts. They're going to know that this was the coronavirus period of time when they find these notes that you are making right now.
Exactly. That's exactly true. But I'm still making notes on my calorie count.
It kind of creeps me out that Mike's thinking about the end of the world and people uncovering Hungryland Post-it notes.
Well, in thousands of years, like I just think about that movie, Artificial Intelligence, when I don't remember the character. It was Jude Law's character was like rummaging through New York City and finding like all these things that people. That's what I
Wait,
think
I
of.
picture a whole movie where they're trying to figure out what do the numbers mean.
Yeah.
There's no rhyme or reason. How come when it says
So funny. And it's just like I have been cooking more, like I'm going back to my mad scientist roots, because it's like when I'm in the office, it's like I'm running a business. I'm still in the kitchen a lot, but I have a lot of help. Lots of people in the kitchen helping. I'm back and forth. I'm on conference calls. When I'm home, like I am really like concocting things, thinking of new ways to use everything that's in my pantry, making the recipes even easier. And I think a lot of that is going to be sort of popping up in our emails and in our world everywhere.
And
so I
tune
think
in,
people have-
guys. Tune into Facebook Live because watching Lisa come up with these things has been so cool.
It's just been really fun. And I just love making people feel connected. And a lot of people are saying, oh, it just makes them happy. They connect with each other. They connect with us. And so it's just a really good thing.
Yeah, I find myself when I'm watching your Facebook Live and I see people I know pop in, I'm like, oh, hi, John.
By the way, how good were those Rice Krispie treats that you made?
They're so good.
I want one.
I could lie to you and tell you that I'm not making a new batch at least every 48 hours. But that would be a lie. And I try to maybe stick with just one a day. But, I'm still in that carb phase.
Yeah.
But I am like walking like a mad person. I walked like almost 14 miles yesterday.
Unreal.
And so I'm burning more calories and I'm eating more carbs and I'm feeling really good.
Good.
So
It's all
as
about
long
balance.
as you find your balance, and that's that. So, I mean, I hope we're helping people and I hope that they're enjoying these podcasts. And if people have any ideas for what they want to hear us talking about, they should definitely text you
805-380-8075.
and they can send us emails. They can find us on the community, on the Facebook community. And everybody should subscribe to the podcast and sign up for the daily emails if they have not already done that. I know in a couple weeks it's going to be the 16th birthday of Hungry Girl. It'll be 16 years
oh my
since
goodness.
we sent the first email. So
We have to
it's
have a
been long
virtual
time.
Sweet 16.
I know. I was thinking about doing a Facebook Live Sweet 16 party and doing like 16 hacks or 16 to
Definitely.
celebrate. I think it'll be fun.
I'll light 16 candles for you.
Well, thank you.
And then I'll sing it.
Well, thank you. Okay, well, I guess we should wrap up now. I don't know. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being there. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay inside. I'm Lisa Lillian, also known as Hungry Girl. Till next time, chew the right thing.